Here is one question in front of us. Pass the journal entry for the following. So there are 7 transaction given to you. So first transaction is Manish started business with cash rupees 10,000. So here we know that in every transaction you had to identify the first thing what you have to do when a journal question like this is given to you. You have to find out the 2 aspect related to the transaction. There is 2 aspect in this transaction. The first aspect is bringing the cash in a business. From a business point of view, the cash is coming in the business and you are bringing this cash in the form of capital. Okay, so just think from this point of view. Your cash is increasing. Cash is an asset. Children, cash is an asset. Because a business is started, a cash is coming in the business. So cash have increased. So what are you supposed to do to cash? Cash should be debited. Okay, remember, cash is an asset because when a businessman brings cash in a business, cash will increase in the business. So that will be debited. And as I told you, the second aspect is of capital. What is happening to capital? Capital also increases. Okay, so if capital is increasing, what are you supposed to do to capital? Capital will be credited. Cash will be debited and capital will be credited. Now how to record this or make a journal entry for this first case? Let us have a look. This is how a journal entry is prepared. First of all, at the top you have to write journal entry. Then prepare a box. Okay. In this box, the first column is for date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. As the date is not given for that particular transaction, so we will not write the date, but I am just mentioning the serial number of each transaction. The first one is, as I told you, cash is being brought in the business, so cash will be debited because cash is increasing. 2, see the way how it is written, cash account debited. This is the short form of account, A/C. So cash account debited. Okay, so debited in short form you have to write. Don't write the full form, DR. This is the way you have to write. And in front of debit side, write down the amount 10,000. It is given in the question that capital is brought for 10,000. Next, after leaving a small space in here, just below this cash, you write down to capital account. And in credit side, the amount will be 10,000. To capital account, that will be written on the credit side as 10,000. Now the narration. As I told you, narration is also equally important while writing a journal entry. Being the amount invested in capital. So you are bringing cash as an investment in the business. So being the amount invested in the business. You can by heart this narration, and whenever there is a transaction like started business and brought the capital, this should be your narration. Okay. Now children, look at the second transaction. Here the second transaction is purchase goods for cash rupees 3,500. So what do you mean by this transaction? You have in your business, for doing the business, you have purchased some goods and you have spent rupees 3,500 for this. So it is a very important thing which you have to note down here is goods. When you are purchasing, there is no such account like goods account. So you will not record like goods is coming in. You have to make an entry for purchase. So purchase will be debited here. Okay. And as you are spending cash, so what is decreasing? Your asset is decreasing. Your cash is decreasing. So cash will be credited. Okay. So as per the modern rule, you can see that if cash is decreasing, cash is an asset. If cash is decreasing, which side cash should be recorded? Credit side. Okay. So as per that rule, cash will be credited and what will be debited? Purchase will be debited. So let us see the journal entry. Second journal entry. Purchase account debited. How much was the amount given to you in the question? 3,500 in debit side you will write. To cash account. So in credit side, which will be represented as 2. To cash account, which is because cash is decreasing, cash will be credited with again 3,500. Your debit side should be equal to your credit side. The amount should be equal. So 3,500 item is goods is coming in your business, and how much you have spent for that? 3,500. So credit side, that will be written over here. And the next item is the narration. Being the goods purchase. This is your summary of the transaction. Being the goods purchase. Now next transaction. Purchase goods from Sudhir rupees 10,000. Here you can see that here also some goods are purchased. But here it is not a cash purchase. How you recognize it? It is not cash purchase because the name of the person from whom you have purchased these goods have been given. If such is the case, and here it is not particularly mentioned whether it is a cash purchase or not. So in this situation you have to assume it as a credit purchase. Okay, so you have purchased goods but you have not spent the cash. So this is the your Sudhir is your liability. Okay, so to Sudhir you have to pay the money. It is a credit purchase. So credit purchases are your liability. You are supposed to pay the money. So liability, if liability is increasing, what is supposed to do? Done. Liability increases, you have to credit it. Okay. So if liability is increasing, you have to put it in the credit side. So Sudhir is your liability. You have to put him in the credit side. Now just look into the journal entry. Third journal entry. Because it is a purchase, you have to purchase account will be debited with 10,000, which is given in the question, 10,000 amount. To Sudhir account. Sudhir is our liability because we made a credit purchase from him. We have to make the payment for that purchase. So Sudhir is our liability, or we can say he is our creditor. That is the best way to tell or use that word. Creditor. Sudhir is our creditor, and Sudhir, that is creditor, is increasing. So if liability is increasing, you have to credit it. Now what is the narration? Being the goods purchased on credit. The next transaction is purchase goods from Amit for cash rupees 6,000. So you are purchasing some goods again, and here it is given, it is purchased from Amit for cash. So here you can see the name of the person from whom you have purchased is also given, and cash is also given. So tell me, which type of transaction is this? Is it a cash transaction of credit or credit transaction? Of course it is a cash transaction because the word given as cash. Okay, so in this case, what is this? It's a purchase. Account will be debited to cash account with 6,000 rupees. So just look into here. The fourth transaction, purchase account will be debited to cash account 6,000. Being the goods purchased for cash. Okay. Next one is sold goods for cash rupees 1,500. Now listen carefully. This was purchase. Sometimes the wordings bought goods can also be used in the question. If bought goods is given, then also you have to use the word purchase itself. Okay. Now sales goods for cash rupees 1,500. Tell me students, when you are selling some goods, you will receive the cash, isn't it? So if cash is received, then it means that your asset is increasing. So if asset increase, what are you supposed to do to cash? It should be debited. So whenever there is a sale, You have to understand that sale means cash is increasing. Okay, because of your sales, your cash balance will increase. So cash will be debited with how much rupees? 1500 to sales account 1500. So remember children, purchase are debited and sales are credited, being the goods sold in cash. Next transaction is sold goods rupees 15,000. So if nothing is mentioned, it is also a cash sales, cash account debited to sales account 15,000, being the goods sold in cash. Next question is sold goods to Priya rupees 30,000. Here you can make out that you have sold the goods and this is not a cash sales. You have sold goods to Priya and Priya have not given you the cash. So she is our debtor. Debtor means is an asset. Debtor is an asset. So if debtor is increasing, what are you supposed to do? It should be debited. So Priya is our debtor. Debtor is an item coming under asset. If it is increasing, you are supposed to debit it. Okay. So the journal entry goes this way. Priya account debited to sales account 30,000. See, if cash is received, you will write cash. If it is a credit transaction, you will write the name of that. Sorry, if it is credit sales, you have to write the name of the party. Same way, if it is a credit purchase, you have to write the name of the party, being the goods sold on credit. So this is how the journal entry is prepared. So children, now it is time to conclude today's class. Today we saw the journal entry, meaning of journal, terms of journal, characteristics of journal and format of journal. Also did the problem related to journal. Many such problems are given in your textbook, to practice such problems, and a test paper is also attached along with this session. So do attend it. Meet you in the next class with some more journal entries. Till then, goodbye.